APB, stay tuned to find out on this special edition of SUTV News.
APB?
APB?
What is APB?
Welcome to About APB, an SUTV News special. I'm Calleb Yurish. If you are a SHIP student, do you ever get those weird emails advertising events to participate in that you may never heard of? If so, APB has reached out to you. The Activities Program Board at Shippensburg University started 30 years ago with activities and fun events for students to attend. Social life is an important factor in choosing where to go to college, and APB recognizes this as their efforts to plan events have always been with the best interests of students in mind. APB strives to give Shippensburg University a community-like feel in their events and encourages students to collaborate with one another while creating memorable college memories. The events are sometimes free, but even if they are not, SHIP students get a reduced cost. However, being an on-campus organization has its challenges, and that is getting students to their events. While there are many students who have been to APB's events and have positive reactions, there are still many students that may have never heard of the organization, which says if word of mouth spreads enough, it can only help the reputation and attendance improve and increase. We talked to a SHIP student who attended an event in Philadelphia that was filled with action.
Talk about the Eagles game you went to.
The Eagles game was really fun. We got to be grouped with a bunch of Eagles fans, and we went to the game on a bus. It was a really cool experience. Our seats were really nice because we didn't get rained on. We had like a little overlay on top of us, and we got to stay for the whole game and just meet a lot of new people that I haven't met before on the campus. It was a really cool experience.
Would you go to another sporting event that APB hosts?
Yes, I'd actually like to go to the Flyers game versus the Rangers.
As you heard, APB takes trips to NFL games in big cities within driving distance from Shippensburg, such as Baltimore, Washington, D.C., and Philadelphia. But they also have events within close proximity to Shippensburg's campus in towns like Chambersburg and Carlisle. This next student talked about a go-karting event that he attended while at the Carlisle Sports Imperium in September of 2018, as well as giving a suggestion for a future APB event.
So I have to say my favorite APB event would probably be the go-karting. Because, I mean, one, it's free, two, it gets you out of Shippensburg, and three, it's just, it gets you, like, out talking to people, and, I mean, who doesn't love go-karting? So my APB suggestion would probably be paintball. Like, we haven't had it as far as I know, and, I mean, everybody deals with stresses during the semester. I mean, why not invite your friends out for, like, a free, reduced paintball event so you can shoot your friends?
It will certainly be interesting to see if APB introduces a paintball night in the near future. Being an on-campus organization requires approval from higher-ups such as faculty and advisors. The people in these positions deal with issues such as overseeing the organization, budgets, funding, and possibly approving events. Our crew sat down with Jess Glenn, Shippensburg University's Assistant Director of Campus Activities and Programming, to discuss the highs and lows of planning APB's events, their weekly meetings, and the family-like atmosphere of APB.
I'm Jess Glenn, and I am the Assistant Director for Campus Activities and Programming. Overarching style is to try to train them well enough ahead of time so that when it comes to planning the events, they're well equipped to be able to do most of it on their own. But obviously there's a full-time advisor for a reason. There's a lot of legal complexities when it comes to student activities, so I like to say that my role is legal and emotional support. Often than not, my role is to empower the students so that they get an educational experience, but are also giving a good experience to the other students that are attending their events and getting some good stuff out of SHIP. But like the concert, which is arguably the biggest event that we do every year. I'm actively involved in every single email that goes out, every single process. Chase was the concert coordinator this past year, so I think I had daily meetings with him about different things that were coming up and coming down the pipeline, and that one takes about 8 to 10 months to plan in advance, with all the details that go into it, so that's a little bit of a different ballgame, so it depends. Board meetings are where the group kind of comes together fully, talks about how the previous week's events went, the upcoming week's events are about to go, ask for any help, troubleshoot, things like that, and just get any organizational business done, whether viewing our constitution, because a little bit of it has been outdated, and that's a pretty important document that we need to keep current. Anything like planning staff bonding, or we have to go for a Walmart trip because we have to buy some stuff for bingo in a couple weeks. Who knows? It could range to be absolutely anything you want. And any student can submit any sort of agenda item to the president, so meetings are what they make them. We have a pretty strong culture of showing up to meetings. We don't have a system where it's required, oh, you missed one meeting, here's 1 point. We don't have that problem just because it's so much a part of the culture of APB that we're that family, so of course you're going to come because you're a part of the family and you're accepted into this group. We're going to work on all this stuff together. That's the mentality.
People like Jess are the reason APB is such a strong organization. When we come back, find out about a recent fun event APB held on Shippensburg's campus. Stay tuned. Having a hard time writing your paper? Having difficulties focusing on an assignment? Visit the Research Help Desk in Ezra Memorial Library at Shippensburg University for help with citations, topic development, organization of essays, and much more. To contact the Research Help Desk, call 717-477-1474 so you can feel better.
Looking for a safe haven? The Women's Center is located on the first floor of Horton Hall. From the front entrance, go straight through the lobby and all the way back to rooms 122 and 123. Even though it's called the Women's Center, all women and men are welcomed and encouraged to use the Women's Center services and resources. The Women's Center assists students in their personal, social, and ethical development through educational programs and on-campus events throughout the school year.
Welcome back to About APB, an SUTV News Special. APB at Shippensburg University has been serving students for almost 30 years, striving to plan events every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and sometimes Sunday for almost 30 years. On April 5th, APB hosted a casino night at the CDA Union Building on Shippensburg University's campus. This free event allowed students to win cool prizes if luck was in their favor. The casino night brought in over 200 students and featured blackjack, craps, slot machines, and some delicious mocktails for the attendees to enjoy. There was also a magician that wowed the crowd. Students seemed to enjoy this unique on-campus experience, and our crew caught up with them right after it was over.
We were here, and then we heard the music, and we saw all the balloons, so we came up to see what it was, and then we thought we might as well play. Actually, I saw something in the Calleb like a week ago that said casino night, like while I was eating, and it didn't register that it was today until I heard the music.
I came to this last year. I really enjoyed blackjack. And yeah, that's most of what I did tonight. Usually occupied Friday evenings, but I had this one free and thought that this would be a lot of fun. Came out with $14,700, which equated to 3 tickets. I think what did they give us to begin with? 3,000. So yeah, I got a good winning streak to begin with, and then petered off. But yeah, I'd definitely consider that a win. I'm not typically free. I'm a fairly busy person, but whenever I am free, these are incredibly fun things to come to, and yeah, I absolutely would.
Events like these are planned by APB's hard-working executive board, which begins and ends with the person at the top, the president. Each president faces new and unique challenges every school year, and while APB's current president will join the program a little later in the evening, our crew caught up with APB's most recent president-elect for next year, Junior Chase Fisher.
Chase Fisher, I'm a junior marketing major. So I actually joined when I was a freshman. I went to a general member meeting through APB, liked what they were doing. I needed to put on concerts. I'm a big concert junkie. So it was something I definitely wanted to get involved with, especially since I was, I guess at the time it was called undeclared student. So I really didn't have a direction of what I was going in besides I knew I wanted to go into business. So I got involved, really love event planning. Later I found out the design flyers and marketing. So I later came about, a marketing major. And then this year I've been the concert coordinator and found my passion for planning big events such as concerts. So I want to continue, after college, planning big events such as concerts, festivals, any way I can. So that's really why I got involved. Just love it now. It's all I think about. Yeah, no, so I never had any experience event planning. It was just something I stepped into. APB taught me so much. I learned just as much on the board as well as in the classroom. So it's something I'm really grateful for, and helped me decide what I want to do after school. So the event that we came up with about 2 years ago was Escape Room. It's something that is popular around the nation right now. So we want to bring it to campus and not just bring in an already pre-existing escape room, but rather build one from the ground up. So me and my partner, her name's Brittany, she's our secretary. We went at it and just started one day, in our office, going on the whiteboard and just hammering out, what it's going to look like. Come to find out, it's a lot harder than what you think. Thinking of clues and how people are actually going to escape this room, but it's probably the most challenging event I've ever had to put on. Physically, mentally, it was a long 2 days that we had to put it on, but it was one of the best events. Students love it, and so that's why we continue to bring it back event, and it really pushes me. So it's one of the most proudest events that I've done and get to work on. Know who we are. I think sometimes people don't see the faces of APB and think that it's just faculty or staff putting on these events, but rather we're students just like everyone else. A passion for what I want to do, and I'm gaining real life experiences and knowledge of it. So I want students to kind of understand what we do and be like, wow, that's a club or an organization that I want to be a part of. I want to join. I want them to feel the way I felt, oh, that's something I want to be involved in.
It certainly seems like Chase Fisher is ready to take the reins as APB's president here soon. When I come back, I'll sit down with the person Chase will soon take over for Shippensburg University's Activities Program Board President, Mr. Evan Redding.
The Learning Center provides an array of tutoring services, including studying strategies and tips to improve writing skills. Students have the ability to schedule appointments with tutors in a variety of ways. A student may either schedule an appointment online, via telephone, or in person at the Learning Center reception desk inside of Maury Hall. Students are expected to be prepared prior to their tutoring session. Bring any academic materials needed to make the session effective, such as textbooks, past and current assignments, and class notes. Students are also required to arrive on time for sessions and be an active participant in the tutoring appointment.
If you are feeling ill or under the weather, stop by the Etter Health Center as soon as possible. Etter is located on the ground floor of Noggle Hall with nurses waiting to assist you. The Wellness Center also provides counseling for any issues students may be facing. The Wellness Center provides a self-care room where students may help themselves to a variety of items as needed free of charge. Another convenient feature is the Plan B vending machine, which costs only $25 for students. To schedule an appointment, contact 717-477-1458.
Meet Ross. Today is his first day at the gym. What a jump shot. Look at that speed, Usain Bolt. Working on those pythons and back rows like Arnold. Do you also want to be like Ross? Come on down to the rec and get your pump on.
Welcome back to About APB, an SUTV News Special. I am now joined by our special guest who was recently honored by Shippensburg University President Laurie Carter for his achievements and impact on campus as a student trustee. He is APB's current president, Evan Redding.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. This is a great experience to be able to be a part of your broadcast, but really an honor to be highlighted for our organization's work on our campus, and we're really excited to share some of the great things that we're doing on campus.
Yeah, it is great to be with you, and as the spring 2019 semester winds down, what can you say about APB's involvement in the school year?
Well, like you said in your broadcast, we program every single weekend, and we're student volunteers as well. We're not paid, we do this out of passion, and we have a really unique culture in our organization where we go above and beyond to try and offer social programming to students every weekend, and that's our mission. We want to provide healthy alternatives to having student activities on campus. And we think that we've done a great job at that. I'm really proud of my board for this year. I think they're under great leadership for next year with our new ERC coming in. I'm very confident that they're going to be wonderful for the students next year.
Yeah, and so with your reign of president coming to a close, or your reign as president, do you guys feel like you've made tremendous strides under your leadership?
I think our board as a whole has done a lot this year. We saw a brand new structure for a concert called Experience, where we reinvented what our concert series looked like. We're going to continue to reinvent as well. We saw some revamping of programs and a cycle begin to take place. We've created a strategic plan that for the next 5 years we're taking pledges where we're going to be pushing our organization to do things differently. We want to be innovative, we want to be visionaries on the campus, we want to be thought leaders in what we do, and we want to be the best of the best in terms of national standing and programming boards. We go to a programming board national conference every year called NACA, and what we found out at this past NACA is that we're doing wonderful things in terms of how our board is structured. We're very unconventional, but it's wonderful.
Yeah, for sure. It certainly sounds like big things are coming for you guys. Now, I understand that there's an event coming up that you wanted to talk about kind of concerning the future of APB. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Absolutely. We're doing an event crawl, which is something that we're doing for the first time. And what this is kind of like a food crawl in Major City. We're allowing students to come to an event where we take them through the process of how we plan these events and how they can get involved with APB. Every fall semester when we first come back, we accept applications to our board. We bring new students on board to show them how we do programming and involve them in the programming process. I know you talked about your executive board. We got a commercial.
Oh, no. Keep going. Yeah, for sure, yeah.
I know that you talked about how the executive board programs, but actually all of our board members program. We have 16 students that program, and all of our event calendar is split up through those 16 students. So every single person goes through the full leadership development training. We've had the opportunity and the privilege to be honored as the top leadership development program on campus for the past 3 years running. And so when we look at our structure, that's something that's really wonderful, and we want to do an event crawl that shows people how they can get involved with such a great programming board.
That's terrific stuff. I'll definitely be looking forward to the event crawl and how it's received, and I'm sure it'll be a total hit if I had to guess. But Evan, we appreciate your time and all you have done for a great organization here at Shippensburg University. Thank you again for joining us tonight on About APB and SUTV News Special. All of us at SUTV hope that this has helped inform you, the viewer, about this very active on-campus organization. For my director, Eric Miller, the crew, and Evan Redding, I'm Calleb Yurish. Have a great night.